So I did have a question this week about application, like how do I line these things up? Now, first of all, when you have, again, I use Oracle 313. That's what I've been complaining about in the previous part of the video. This particular one, Oracle is usually really solid. This is just a bad one. I mean, it's the only bad roll that I've ever had. So what you have to do on top of that is you have to put transfer tape over the top of it. And this transfer tape is what is going to get this from here to there. So I use R tape, which is clear. I'm not 100% sure. I've tried other stuff, and I don't know. This is just the way I like it. So it's a little bit kind of messed up because of all these bubbles that I have in the thing. So all I do personally is I just line everything up by sight, and it's pretty forgiving. If you make a mistake and you align something incorrectly, you just take it back off for the most part. So that's all you got to do. So this particular one right here, I know that probably wasn't the greatest way to, I'm sure that didn't come out great, but I think you probably get the idea. So after you apply it, you just peel the R tape back, and which is the transfer tape once again. And yeah, this is kind of a mess, but it lined up pretty well. That's it. Here's another example, just in case I did not put the previous one in, which I can't imagine why I would not have, because it was amazing. Anyway, I'm going to give you a bigger example here. Sometimes you're going to get stuff that's going to get stuck that doesn't transfer to the transfer tape. It's fine. You can either use the tweezers to place it later, or you can kind of roll it off like this. Let's see. This is, of course, this lady right here. And we're going to try to, our main thing that we're trying to do here is we're going to try to get her, the dark blue on her, consistent, at least in color, because at one point there was mylar over the top of this, so you've got darker parts and you've got lighter parts. Let's see. There it is, I think. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes just reprint it and do it again if it does not. But again, what kind of screwed me over on this is that I have these bubbles everywhere, but for the most part, I think it's fine. Let's see. Yeah, there's a couple things that I'm going to adjust here, but yeah, otherwise, yeah, again, just use a tweezers. As you can see right here, this is more black and this is blue over here, but they're supposed to be the same color. Got most of the blues down now. There are a couple things that I'm missing. I'm missing this leg down here. I just wanted everything to be one uniform color. This guy isn't quite done yet because I think when I was printing out the vinyl, I think it missed something, or I don't remember what the issue was, but it was something. The only other thing, this guy and that guy are what I still need to do, and probably in this video instantaneously within the next couple 30 seconds it'll probably come up. I did remove a little bit of red right here. I'll just go ahead and redo that. Not that big of a deal, but yeah, it's starting to take shape. She looks a little weird now because she's all like one color instead of like dark here and light there because of the mylar that was on there previously. So it's starting to come together. Now that we've got all the blues done on this, let me go ahead and address a few things that I haven't brought up yet. What I'm using, a couple things. And let me just say there have been a couple comments and questions that people have in there. They're great. If you have any questions, if you want me to address anything in future videos, I'll always try to do that. This is what I use for tweezers. These are, I think these were I got these from McMaster Car. These are trashed. As you can see right now, the ends are kind of bent in. I've dropped these on the floor probably more times than I'd like to admit. They are really expensive. These are like $30 and about $10 shipping. I'll post a link in the description, but these are great. When they're not trash, they're like razor blades. I mean, when it comes to weeding, you I mean, they're so much better than anything else. It is actually worth it. The whole reason I'm spending that much money on a pair of tweezers is because they are worth it. Other thing is I use Createx paint. This looks terrible because it has blue all over it, obviously. Createx though, great. These are water-based, so you can just wipe them off for the most part. The blue is like the blues, the blacks are they will stain your hands a little bit. As you can see, everybody keeps asking why my hands are bruised. They are not bruised. They are just blue from doing this. So anyway, they're great. For the most part, they can wipe off. That's what I use. They're already thinned, so you don't have to do anything else with your airbrush. And as far as what I use for an airbrush as well, or an airbrushing system, pump, I will try to see what I can find. I've had this thing for years. It's just a really, really small setup. I got this originally for like 65 bucks. And again, it was years ago and everything has gone up in price exponentially since then. You know, my airbrush is a little wacky looking. Usually to adjust the spray pattern, I adjust this a lot. So I just take the back off. Anyway, you can tell this thing's been used quite a bit, but it is more than enough for what I need.